Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Judy Mainga and I'm so excited that you're watching this video and I'm so humbled for that. Thank you guys for the subscription. Thank you for the support guys. So our newcomers here, welcome to this channel. This is where we talk about how you can make your American dream come true. Yeah, this is where I give you all the tips that you need to pass your interviews, how you can begin your applications, your school applications, how you can get those internships in the US. Yeah, this is where we talk a lot of stuff about making your American dream come true. Yeah, so this is another video covering an interesting topic. As you can see on the description below, we're gonna be covering a topic about how you can prepare for your F1 visa interview at the embassy. Yeah, I know if you've gone through your school enrollment and you've applied for your F1 visa, it is time to prepare for that visa. Yeah, that's why I just wanna cover this topic because I feel it's really important for anyone out there preparing for their F1 visa interview at the embassy. Yeah, so we are doing this guys and I really want to do it quick. I really don't want to take much of your time. Yeah guys, so let's do this. But before then guys, I just want to request you for one favor guys. Can you just subscribe to my YouTube channel, like in a count of 1 2 3 4 5? Have you subscribed? Wow, thank you so much. In doing this, you're gonna be supporting my videos and at the same time you'll be getting notification whenever I shoot a new video so that you don't miss out on any video that I shoot about coming to America. Yeah, I wanna make you, stay informed on any updates and any opportunities that that come up about coming to the US. Yeah, so guys, let's go back to our topic. I want to give you tips on how you can go through your F1 visa interview successfully. Yeah guys, mark this. So one thing I would want to say is that all F1 visa interviews are different. Yeah, no one should tell you that it's just the same. No, every interview, every visa interview at the embassy is different based on your case, right? Yeah, it all depends on your case because every case is different, but there are common questions that will appear in all, like in all interviews. So this is what we're gonna be talking about so that you can have an idea of what to expect at the embassy, right? Yeah, so there are two main things the consular would want to establish at the embassy when you go for your interview, for your F1 visa interview. So the two things are, number one, your financial ability to support your education in the US. That's one thing they would want to establish. And number two, your intention of studying in the US. Those are the main things that the consular would want to establish once you get into that interview room. Yep. So all your answers are gonna be based on these two questions. So you need to have sufficient information on how you're gonna answer these questions. You need documentation to support your answers, and you need to just be ready with answers. Yeah guys, don't say that you don't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm preparing you for this and that's why we are here today. I want you to be ready for that interview. It is okay, I know, to be like, to have that anxiety, like to be a little bit afraid, but you'll be good, relax. We have gone through it. So many people have gone through this interview and they've gotten their visas. So just relax and calm down. Yeah, wait for your interview. Yeah, it's gonna be okay if you've prepared fully for that interview. So I just wanna go through the documentation that you may need to prepare for that interview. So some of the documents that you'll need is your I-20. You remember that form the school, the university sent you when you are applying for when you're scheduling for your visa, right? That one, the I-20 form. You need to also have the admission form from the school. Another thing that you need, your DS-160 that you use to apply for your visa, right? DS-160. You also need your passport, of course. You need two passport photos. Yeah, and the passport photos, you need to have you need to meet the requirements, the measurement requirement given by the US Embassy. So you need to go on their website and check on the size that you need to print your passport photo, so that you do not make a wrong measurement, because that's what they're gonna be using for your visa once it's approved. So 2 passport photos, your passport, DS-160, I-20 form, your admission form, and you also need to get your transcripts, right? Yeah, transcripts, your school certificates. Yeah, if you've done TOEFL scores, GRE, GMAT, yeah, you need to get those reports as well, original copies. Yeah, it is not time for for photocopies, sorry. You need to get the original copies of those documents, because the consular would want proof of everything that you're gonna be saying, probably. So just be ready. I didn't say that they're gonna ask for all this documentation, but it's good that you have them. So another document that you will need to have during the interview is the receipt fees, the service fee receipts, the application, the visa application fee receipts. You need to have them as well. And another thing that you may need to carry during that visa interview is your financial supporting documents. Yeah, you may have your bank statements, or whoever is paying for your fee, you need something to a documentation to show that, right? Because definitely that's a question that you expect from the consular about your funding, so you'll need to have that documentation. You may also need to get recommendation letters from maybe your previous school. Yeah, maybe if you undertook an undergraduate degree, you may need to get recommendation letters from lecturers or school department heads. Yeah, just something to show how the kind of student you are. So this is gonna give good information to the consular, and it will be easy for them to determine your case. Yeah, it's gonna add some points on your application, on your visa acceptance. So those are the documents that you need. And I think you may also need, if someone is funding your fee, like let's say your uncle or a relative, let's say, you may need an affidavit of them swearing that they're gonna fund your schooling. So you may need to have some documentation showing that those people are gonna fund your education in the US. Yeah, so those are the documents that you need to carry when you're going for your visa at the embassy. All right. Yeah, so now I just want to talk about something else, like the kind of dressing that you will need to wear on that day is formal dressing. Okay, you need to dress professionally. It's like you're going for a job interview. Okay, yeah, so because that first impression is pretty good. Yeah. And you also need to be there early. Okay, yeah, you need to be there maybe 30 minutes before time. Okay, so let's go into the questions that you may expect during the interview. So the first question that you may expect from the consular is, why do you want to go study in the US? Okay, this is an obvious question, guys. If you're going for an F1 visa, definitely expect this question. The consular will want to know, like, why do you choose to study in the US? Okay, so you should just be honest with your answers. Like, why did you first apply to go study in the US? Is it because, like, the program that you want to undertake is only available in the US? Do you want to interact with do you want to get skills that are only available in the US? Do you need to interact with other students from other countries, learn English in the US? I mean, because of technological advancement in the US, do you want to get the new skills in your field? Yeah, you should know how to answer that question comprehensively. Like, this is where the consular is gonna know, like, if you really know why you're going there. They will know depending on your response. So you need to have ready answers for that. Why are you really going to in the US to study in the US? Why are you not going in any other country? Why are you not choosing to do your course from your country? Okay, yeah, that's the question that you will definitely expect to have during your interview. Okay, after that, the consular may ask another question, like what program are you taking in the US? Yeah, so they will want to establish if you really know the program that you're undertaking. Okay, if you have ideas, I mean, you have an understanding of the course that you're going to undertake. So be sure to have good information about the course that you're going to undertake, the skills you expect to learn in your program, and yeah, just a complete understanding of your program. Yeah, the consular may also want to ask, like, where are you going, where is your school located? Okay, that's another question that you may expect from the consular. This would mean like you talking about the town, the city, the state. Yeah, the US is big, you cannot just say like in the US. No, talk about the town, the city, the state. Okay, where your school is located. You can say like for example, I'm going to Oklahoma State University, which is located in Oklahoma. Talk about the town or the surrounding, something about that. So another question that you may also get from the consular is, how do you plan to fund your tuition fee and your living expenses, like your welfare? Who is gonna fund your schooling? So if it is you who is funding your education, then you simply go ahead and tell the consular, like, I'm funding my schooling and I have this kind of savings in my bank account, or I've been, yeah, whatever way you want to answer the question, you need to ensure that you're honest and you have proof of that. So if you're talking about having some savings in your bank account to fund your schooling, then it has to be an amount that is equivalent or an appropriate amount based on your tuition fee, or inclusive of your living expenses in the US. Okay, so what you need to do is, as I said, you need to have a financial document showing proof of funding. So you may not need to hand over the document to the consular, but in case they ask for that document, you may need to just show them, like, I'm going to fund my schooling, and here is my bank statement, my bank account statement showing the amount that I may have to fund my schooling. In case someone else is funding your schooling, then you may also need to show that, like if maybe they have given you their bank statements, something to show that they are able to fund the schooling. You may also need to prove the relationship between you and that person. For example, you may say, my uncle is funding my schooling in the US. You may also need to talk about what do they do for a living, like what is their job, what is their career, and you may also need to talk about their salary, maybe, because the consular want to establish, like, is this person really able to fund your schooling? Yeah, so you can say, my uncle who is a doctor is funding my schooling in the US. Yeah, and you need to have ready documentation for that, an affidavit of them confirming that they will fund your education, and maybe bank statements to show the amount that they have to fund your schooling. Okay, yeah, that's sufficient information. I mean, you're giving complete answers for your question. Don't just say like, yeah, I'm funding my schooling, or my uncle is funding my schooling. No, how? Explain. Don't wait for the consular to dig deep in case they cut you short, but you should give like complete and just concise answers. Okay, so the consular may also ask you if why did you choose that specific university? Yeah, this is a common question, guys, and a tricky one. Why did you not choose other universities? Or they may even ask you, how many universities did you apply? How many universities in the US did you apply? How many did you get an admission? And why did you choose this specific one? Okay, so you may say, maybe I'm interested in this specific school because it is the only university that's offering this course, and there are so many benefits with the course being provided by this school. Maybe you talk about their support in terms of trainings. Talk about that. Maybe talk about how your friend has been in that university, they've graduated, and they seem to have excellent skills in that field. So have an idea of how you're gonna answer this question, like, why did you choose that university? Why didn't you choose the other universities that you got an admission? Okay, yeah, it's just a simple question, and you need to have complete answers for that. And the consular may also ask you, like, do you have friends or relatives in the US? Yeah, most of the people lie, but there's no need for that. I mean, just be honest, as I said from the word go. Be honest. If you have friends or families in the US, yeah. I have an aunt or my mother or I have a friend living in the US. They've been there for 5 years or whatever they're doing. Talk about that. Give a complete answer. Don't just say yes or no and then be quiet. Okay? Yeah. So another question that the consular may also ask is, have you ever been to the US yourself? Okay, it's a yes or no, but you need to give a complete answer as well. So if you've been there, you can just say like, yes, I've been in the US. I went to the US in this year, like 2015, and I went there for an internship. I went there for a conference that was hosted in this state, this city. Yeah, talk about that. If you've not been to the US, then you can say, no, I've never been to the US, but I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. When you grant me the visa, I'll be so grateful and I would really want to study. Yeah, talk about that. Why you feel you need that opportunity to go there. I mean, what would you have done if you had the opportunity? Okay, don't just say no and be quiet. Try to explain a little bit, but I didn't say you go there and give long stories of why you need that visa. Just give like complete answers and wait for the consular to decide on your case. So another question that you may get, which is like, this is one thing that the consular will have to ask you. What are your post-graduation plans? Like after you finish school, what are your plans? So you need to know that your visa is not a green card, okay? You're not getting a visa to come and live in the US in the rest of all your life. No, you're getting a visa. The consular is giving you a chance to come and study in the US and go back to your country after schooling and continue with your other plans. Okay, so your plans should be about, when I finish school, I'm coming back home. Okay, the word I'm coming back home to invest, to continue with my job or explore more opportunities, become more competitive in the market, in this industry. Talk about that. There's no way you're gonna tell the consular, I'll start looking for jobs in the US. Your visa will be like denied immediately. Okay, so you need to have this answer in your mind, like the statement, finish schooling and come back home should be at the top of your lips. Okay, yeah. So just give the consular an idea of what you plan to do after your graduation. So another question that is kind of tricky for most students is, the consular will ask you, do you plan to work in the US during your study? Yeah, I know you'll want to come here and study at the same time work and get some money to do your run your stuff here in the US, but you need to be smart on how you're gonna respond to this question. Okay, so if you're having an F1 visa, the visa allows you to have a 20 hours per week job from the campus, just within the campus. Okay, so you may need to just tell the consular like, I'm really focusing on my studies once I get in the US. Like I really want to focus on my studies and get good grades in my program, and whenever I get a chance to work in the university, I may want to engage in some activities maybe in my field. Yeah, that's it. Don't start saying like, I'm going there to work. That is an F1 visa that is giving you an opportunity to study, it's not a work permit. So be smart on how you're gonna respond to that question. Okay, so I think that's the questions that you may expect from the consular. You may also need to go research and get more questions that you may expect, but these are the main questions that you're gonna expect from the consular. You need to prepare fully for that interview, and I'm really hoping that you're going to get that visa. You need to relax. Don't be afraid. Everyone has gone through that interview and they have done it, so it is your turn to shine. Okay. Yeah, it is a time to live your dream. Okay, so I'm just wishing you for the best as you prepare for that interview, as you prepare to go to the embassy. I'm hoping and I'm praying that you'll get your visa approved straight away. Yeah, so just take your time, prepare fully and relax and wait for your interview. Okay, yeah, that's how it's just gonna be. So I mean, just be ready. There's no reason why they can deny you the visa when you have you've answered all the questions correctly, and you're ready. You have everything proving that you have your good intentions to come to the US and study. So just do your job and let the consular also do their job of giving you or rather approving your visa. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm hoping to see you in my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Please, you're just supporting this channel, and at the same time you're getting information on how to come to America. Yeah, live our American dreams, guys, and I'm hoping to see you soon here, guys. So thank you so much. Bye bye. I love you.